Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your glutton Matt having some donuts today. So Mr. Donut here in Japan brought out their fall lineup. So they have some sweet potato flavored donuts along with some Halloween themed donuts. So let's get right into it because there's a lot of donuts here. I'm not sure which one I want to start with first because you guys know I usually go with the sprinkly one, but there's no real sprinkle donuts here. So let's just go, I guess, from the back to the front. Let's start with some of these Halloween guys. So there's the Halloween guy in his box. It's got some nice graphics there. I like that. Japan always does like the wrappers and stuff like really well. But I guess it's like he's got like I don't know if this is actually got I guess it's sort of like Halloween themed. He's like a scared sort of guy. I don't know. Mm. It's what they the type of donut's like what they call the pondering. I believe they call it. It's very like soft and like squishy. Mm. I like these type of donuts a lot. And donut shops back in Canada don't do like they don't have that pondering kind of donut. Okay, let's go with this guy now. So this is a crueler type. It's basically just like normal. These Halloween ones are basically just like normal sort of donuts, but they got like faces on them. His eyes are sort of like mismatched from his eyebrows though. They kind of like swing over a little bit. Mm-hmm. I tell you, they do not make donuts like that back in Canada. Mr. Donut donuts just seem to be like so light and just like easy to eat. I don't know what it is. Let's go on to the next guy though. This looks like it's gonna be a cake type donut, or no, like with a sour cream sort of donut. There we go. Another just it's like a sour cream glaze sort of donut, but it's got a face on it. I lost part of its eyebrow. Need to bust out my drink. A little Craft Boss latte today. Mm-hmm. They sure do bust out the Halloween theme things pretty fast, don't they? I know, like back home, they definitely the fall stuff starts underway like pretty early, like right by the end of August, beginning of September, sort of thing. Like I know, like Starbucks and like Tim Hortons start, and like even McDonald's start bringing out their pumpkin spice things. Okay, here we go. This guy's a cake donut for sure, chocolate cake donut. Looks like it's kind of like strawberry icing on top. Mm, very good. By the way, I think there's about 13 donuts here, not including these mini guys, just over a dozen. Not quite my record for donuts, but I didn't want to like go real crazy today. I have to say though, the Japanese ladies in line with me, like picking up donuts, definitely thought like with like all these donuts on my tray, definitely thought I was like they definitely give me like looks like I was really crazy. Like them with like they're like one or two donuts. I just had like I had a complete like tray just like like full to the max. Okay, so this guy here is a what was it? So it was a it's whipped cream filled with well obviously filled with whipped cream and red bean paste. Let's get them out of the box. There you go. It's gonna be filled with whipped cream and red bean paste. Hmm. Where's the whipped cream? I think I just barely see some red bean paste peeking through there. Maybe it'll be more on the end because there, I see like a hole on this end. Maybe it's like half and half. No, definitely. There it is right there. That is good. That is good. It's got kind of like a flaky, crusty sort of outer texture to it. Reminds me of like the curry bread that I like so much, except sweet. There we go. That was good. They're all good. I'm sure they're all gonna be good. I don't think we have any complaints about any of these. Okay, let's go on to. So this is some of the sweet potato ones. So this guy here, let's just make sure I don't like screw this up. So this is a sweet. This guy here is a. Okay, sweet potato coated with sweet syrup and black sesame seeds. There we go. Sweet potato is definitely very popular here in Japan. I know like there's like a lot of like roadside, but like stands that you can just get baked sweet potatoes. Oh, I almost lost it. There we go. I'm good. Okay, let's go into the second sweet potato. I'm just gonna take another bag. I think you guys seen enough of those bags. So this guy is, it's sweet potato with like a sweet potato glazed ring along the top with sesame seeds. So it's like a icing sort of thing. It's good. Less like, more savory than sweet. So it's like, it must be like just like straight up sweet potato. Like, you can call it a healthy donut, I guess. There we go. That's one thing that is different here too than back home. Is when you go into a place like this, you get a tray and then you get like some tongs, and you pick and you put your tray along like a little sliding thing along the glass doors, and you pick out like your own donuts yourself, sort of thing. Instead of like asking someone from behind the counter to like get it for you. I know there are some places that do it that way, but I find a lot of the places more often than not you pick it out yourself. Okay, so let's go on to the third sweet potato, third and last but not least. So this is a sweet potato with a like creme brulee glaze on top. There we go. Oh yeah. That's a good donut. All done. Hope I have enough drink. I've already gone through already gone through more than half of that. Okay. Okay, I actually have one more sweet potato thing. I was kind of like got ahead of myself, but I guess it's not really a donut. So this is like a sweet potato stick. So let me just scroll down here and make sure I get this right. So it's basically just a glaze on top with it's got the color of a sweet potato with the sesame seeds on top. So it's like a sweet potato stick. There we go. I like that one. That one's good. I'm getting like crumbs everywhere. I check out of this hotel tomorrow, room service is not gonna be happy about me. It's like whatever. Cause like when I stay in hotels, I don't like anyone coming in the room like when, the entire time I'm staying here. So I put the thing on the door on the outside to like do not disturb, like don't come in, like don't do room service at all. For like I'm here in Nagasaki right now. I was here for 3 nights, 2 days. So for 3 nights, I've had no 3 nights and 2 days. I've had no room service. So basically, by the end of my time here, and like I leave, there's gonna be like there's so much garbage like builds up like in the garbage cans and stuff, and like I have so many like drink bottles and stuff. And now there's gonna be like Mr. Donut crumbs everywhere. But let's get on to the next donut. So these guys actually, I forget. Well, I know one. I forget the other though. I know that one of these is like apple cider flavored. There we go. Oh. But one's like apple and one's apple cider. I think this is just the apple one. So that one might be apple cider. Again, it's like the pomme de ring. So it's cool because like you can actually like individually like pull these apart. I think these are like my favorite kind of donuts when I come here. They just have like a really nice texture. I don't know what it is. All right, let's get one of these other sour cream because this is another like sour cream type donuts out of the way. I know these guys are gonna be filling. So this one was, they called it a strawberry sparkle. So it's like strawberry icing on top, and it's got like a sort of like a sugary, sparkly crystals on top. This is good. I have to say, out of all these, it's probably the least exciting though. I don't think they're like limited time or anything, but this is I didn't see these guys the last time I was in Japan. Like I've seen this kind of donut, like with the icing on top, but I guess they just sort of like jazzed it up a bit by putting like this like by putting the sprinkles on top, just make it a little bit more exciting. Some added calories. Definitely heavier than the other donuts. Whew, let's finish this guy off, and then I should have no problem with these guys. I'll leave like the lightest donuts for last. But basically, I'm here on my second day in Nagasaki. I really wanted to visit Nagasaki because on my second trip to Japan, how many years ago now has it been? In 2017, holy cow. So that was like 6 years ago. My second trip to Japan back in 2017, I went to Hiroshima. And so like since then, I thought it was always right then to eventually like come and visit Nagasaki. So I've seen both of them sort of thing. So today's my second day in Nagasaki, it's my last day, so I'm leaving tomorrow. But I spent all day yesterday out just like walking so much, it was crazy. I didn't like use any of the buses or the trams, I just like walked up and down and around the entire city. Now Japanese cities aren't like really huge by any standards like compared to the West. They're a lot more compact, not spread out. But still, it's like there's a lot of walking still. I don't have a step tracker, but I've been interested to know like how many steps I walk a day when I'm in Japan. Like I wouldn't be surprised if I did like over 30. Like I'm not even exaggerating. Like 30 to 40,000 steps yesterday. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I was just like all over the place. But I don't mind that. I think I like doing that because I find it lets you get to know the cities a lot better doing it that way than say just like hopping on a bus or a train and going from point A to point like directly from point A to point B. toward like the things you want to see, so you can like sort of like walk through the city and like see things on the way. I've always liked doing it that way more. Plus you get to burn more calories and eat more food without having to worry about gaining weight. But today's more of a rest day, because all that walking did do a number on my feet. I've actually started to develop a really small blister on the underside of my big toe, one of my big toes, which I don't normally get blisters. Like even on my previous trip to Japan, where I spent a month there, I didn't get any blisters the entire time, and I still did a lot of walking too. So I did a lot of walking yesterday, I think, to develop a blister today. So I wanted to like rest up a bit today. It's like 2 o'clock right now 3. Yeah, when I picked up all these donuts and got back to the hotel, it was like just like 2 o'clock. I'm like, well, that's okay. I'll just spend the rest of the day resting, sort of thing. Okay, so here's the last donut. So like I said, I think this is the apple cider one. Well, it's at least appley. I'm not sure I can tell the difference between those two. Which one was apple cider and which one was just apple, but I can definitely like taste the appleish flavor. This is gonna be my longest video yet here in Japan too. That was a lot of donuts. There we go. Last donut down. Yeah, I don't want my feet too destroyed because I'm heading off to an island tomorrow called Yakushima Island, which is 2 hours by like jet boat to get to this island, and I'm spending 2 days there and doing a bunch of hiking on this island because it's an island with like a lot of forest on it, like an old forest with like 1,000-year-old trees sort of thing. And like you go on like hiking trails to like hike into the interior of the island to see all these really old trees. So I need my feet to be rested up by like, not tomorrow because I won't do it tomorrow. I'm just gonna spend getting there tomorrow, but then the next day I'll do the hiking. Alright, enough talking though, Matt, and get these donuts done. So these, what were these called? These are mini donuts, obviously. So they're kind of like Timbits, like back home. But they called them like sky blue or something. I forget. Oh, there's a burp. Give me some room. That one was definitely just like a sugar donut. Sugar donut with icing. And show off the cute little decorations. I like that kind of stuff. Like I say, Japan. I wish we put like our restaurants back home put the kind of effort that Japan puts into their stuff. There you go, last little mini donut. Looks like it's got like sort of like that appley cider sort of like topping to it that those other donuts had. Yeah, that one was appley. There we go. That was good. Those were good donuts. Like I say, Mr. Donut never disappoints. I'm like forgetting my words. Like I don't even know English anymore. Spending too much time in Japan. I'm forgetting my own language. But yeah, I always love me some Mr. Donut. Like I prefer Mr. Donut over any donut shops back home, like Tim Hortons or anything. And Tim Hortons is like Canada's like national treasure sort of thing. Canadians it's like for a lot of Canadians it's like their identity, along with like hockey and NHL and like drinking Tim Hortons coffee. But I've never been a fan of Tim Hortons. These donuts are way better than Tim Hortons for sure. Anyway, I am full and I need to rest up today so I can get on to my next destination tomorrow, off to that island I was saying, and so I can do some hiking. So I'll leave it there. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Give it a like if you did, and subscribe to the channel if you aren't, because I'm gonna see. I almost had it. Subscribe to the channel to see me make more videos like this, because I'm gonna keep making lots more. And I'll see you guys next time in the next video. Until then, peace out.